All right. It is that time. It is that time of day once again. Ladies and gentlemen, traders, welcome back to another live stream, another live session. Hope you guys are feeling good. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're ready to dominate. Hope you guys have studied up and are looking to make the correct adjustments towards improving and having a better outcome. Sometimes, the days are not perfect days, even if we agree in it. Most of the times there's something we can work on to be better. So hope you guys are locked and loaded. Before we really jump into it though, just remember our disclaimer, which is currently on screen. Remember that day trading is risky business. Remember that the results that you're seeing here on this channel and in the Relentless trading community, it's not the typical result. It's not the typical experience. In fact, the typical experiencer, 90% of people, is losing money, right? So as you're getting involved in the market, be sure to take the proper route in terms of going slow and being patient, learning, improving, learning from something credible, and only after becoming competent and consistent, then you increase your risk, right? So keep that in mind. Keep in mind that these results are not typical. Go slow. Remember that I do not invest for my subscribers, so be careful of any fake accounts. I will never message you first. And also remember, there's one other one here. Copy trading does not work here, right? Copy trading is the worst thing you can try and do here on this channel. You'll lose money like nothing, like you've never seen before trying to copy trade, all right? It's all about learning a style and strategy. If you are an MMU student, a student of mine, then you have access to the curriculum, the course material, the archives, and so forth. And so you're essentially learning the hyperscalping style. Somebody who's just watching on trying to blindly copy, that's just not how it goes, man. You're gonna be in the slums. And I gotta say that just like that, just so hard and cold to be as transparent as possible. Now, with that being said, let's jump into it and talk about the watch list. Did I shout out this area? Okay, we got a couple people. Rich, what's going on? Good to see you. Rich Linux in the building. Rich, don't worry, man. One day I'm gonna make my way over there to Chicago, and I'm gonna go try out that pizza with you. So we're watching NCNC, cheaper stock. There's also PRFX above $1. There's SOAR. By the way, two things. I'm gonna respond to all the comments today. It's been pretty hectic these last few days, but all the Discord comments, DMs rather, the Discord DMs I'll respond to today. And secondly, there's been a backend issue that we've been dealing with that's preventing some students from seeing Triads and Tim's archives. So we're working on that. Hopefully it's fixed by the end of today. It should be fixed by the end of today. But we're going to keep you guys posted. So NCNC, PFRX, SOAR. I believe there's two others. So I have WBUY, which is a bit of a maybe. And then TRNR. So I'm going to separate these. Might have to drink some of this molasses medicine here today. Yeah, WBUY and TRNR. TRNR. So there's the watch list. I'll pick up the pace here a little bit. I'm gonna post it in all the chats, the alert section, the YouTube stream, and the main chat. the alert section. Where are we? And here we go in the live stream. So, okay. All right. I'm going to start off with NCNC. This one is up 164% with 200 million shares of volume. So, if you, for those of you who saw the recap yesterday, right? I mean, if you've seen any recap really. So, right here, right now, in this very moment, I'm recognizing two key things. This stock is up 165% and the volume of 200 million shares. What does that tell me? That tells me that after 9:30, once the opening bell actually rings, there's a high chance, because this is what we typically see 99% of days, is that stocks will trade with more volume after the open than they do in pre-market. This tells me that this stock right here will be very liquid and it will work very well for what we've been doing in the last 2 weeks. And so if there's an uptrend here, if there's an uptrend on this stock, I think chances are that we can do very well on NCNC. And so I'll look to push it. I'm gonna look to be more aggressive than I was ever before here today. You know, we've kind of tried with size and kind of had some issues, but we're making some adjustments towards that. And there's a plan here that I'm gonna look to execute to be a little bit more efficient with size. So NCNC, I'm gonna clear up my drawing set here and get some trend lines going. Swipe everything. So we got pre-market high at 32 cents. Low of our current pullback, 24.12. Looking at our daily chart, we have the 200 EMA at 18.41. We are above that level, but I still like to map it out. 18.41 to 200 EMA. On our daily chart, we had resistance on October 4th, high point 21, as well as resistance on August 26th at 8.25. We had candles that moved up significantly and sold off hard. So 25.23 is more so in our range right now. I could still map out the other one in case the stock is pulling back. Perhaps maybe it's a place the stock does find support. Again, that was 21 cents. Some people, they don't like their charts to have too many trend lines. So some levels that are a little below where we are, they'll just not put it on the screen, which is fine, I think. For me, if I have a few extra lines, it's all right. So going back to October 22nd last month, we had a high point of 31, 148 million shares of volume on that day, 31 cents for the high, and then it pulled back to, let's see, basically pulled back to 10 cents. So 31.38, which is basically where we had the pre-market highs. You ask yourself right here, right now, is that coincidence that we rejected right at this yellow line? I think the answer is no. Right, so if there's 9 o'clock, if we my scanner's going crazy. Okay. All right. If we're to look past the level of 31 on the daily chart, by the way, I could pull up my daily chart throughout this analysis, but I think what I aim for is for people to look at their own daily charts and also look at the levels, which is why I also mentioned the dates, right? But I have two daily. If I'm to pull up on the main screen here, I have this daily chart on this left hand side of the screen. It's being covered by the scan. And I also have this E-Trade daily chart that I'll sometimes use as well. SOAR is breaking out a little bit. SOAR. As you guys know, I'm not trading anything in pre-market unless it's like $2, $3, because this broker, sadly, you know, even on these 50-cent stocks at pre-market, they skip over my orders. So yeah. And then yeah, this is my E-Trade daily chart that I can also pull up and look at key levels. So when I see this type of thing here where we rejected, a couple of times topping wicks, I want to be aware of these levels and know that it could be potential resistance if we get back up there again, right? And then you zoom out and go back a little more, see what else there is. But yeah, right. I could pull this up here too. So definitely take a look at your daily charts to see, what's going on. And E-Trade is telling me the 200 EMA is at like, was that 60, well, 63? So Thinkorswim and E-Trade, different levels. They have different levels for the 200 EMA. Anyhows, that last level was 37.48. Over that, we do have a little bit of room to open up. I'm going to drink some of this molasses. I have this peppermint molasses medicine. I'm going to drink some because my nose, my nostrils are in the slums. We're going to take a look at SOAR next. SOAR. So I'll be back here in a sec. I gotta stop putting this thing to my head like it's a bottle of juice. Before you know it, I'm over here overdosing. So let's see. SOAR, which is breaking out right now. Let's see here. Previous high point was around 45 cents. Since then, we pushed up to 50, now 51. Nice pull away here off of a good, beautiful flag / wedge. Not bad at all. We held up our levels. We broke out, which is exactly what we like to see. So for this type of stock, and it's 9:03, we still have 30 minutes to the open. I'd love to see it hold its levels and either, let's say preferably it consolidates coming into the open. And then hopefully we can see another move up. If it just keeps uptrending here, then the train could leave the state, maybe have left the station, and we might not really get a ton on this one, at least not right away. Because sometimes when these stocks are extended into the open, I think there's only like a 5-10% chance they keep going. A lot of the times they either sell off or halt up and then sell off. Only a small percentage of the time you get a really bullish stock that's super extended coming into the open, and then it just keeps going. So SOAR looking good. I'm gonna get some other trend lines here on the daily chart. Let's see, SOAR. I mean, we have a couple of levels coming up, like 54, 58, but they don't seem like super obvious resistance.
WHLRD.
I think I'm gonna put
HLRL.
I'm gonna put 54. I'm gonna put 54 and 64, and then there's a little bit more room to the upside. Another beautiful day in the markets. Other than 64, perhaps room to 80, 85.97. So 86. I'll put 86. So, okay. This looks good. I think NCNC looks all right for now, for what it is, right? It's early. It's pretty early, so no rush. I don't need the NCNC to break out as well, right? There's no problem there. So PRFX is also an interesting looking one. And by the way, SOAR is up 138% with 80 million shares of volume. Yesterday in the recap, we mentioned that almost every day a stock is doing at least 50% to 100%. And this is exactly what we mean, right? And so when a stock does 100% move, and just for simple math, let's say we go from $1 to two, or from 50 cents to $1. When a stock does 100% move, can I come along the way and capitalize off of small portions of the volatility? I don't need to get this stock from bottom to top. I don't need to be in at 4 a.m. the moment it opens and the news hits. I don't need to wake up at 4 a.m. and try to time everything. That's not what this strategy is. And then there's probably strategies that are out there for that, but this strategy capitalizes off of the volatility because of how high the volume is throughout the course of the day. And sometimes we don't always even we don't always need an uptrend, right? We don't always have to rely on an uptrend. Sometimes we can even trade a downtrend, right? You guys will see Tim, Marcelo, stock is going down and bouncing down and bouncing. They're still trading the downtrend, right? Even sideways sometimes. So if a stock is going from 50 cents to $1, or from $1 to two, can I capture 10 cents of that move? It can be maybe 1 cent here, 1 cent there, 1 cent somewhere else. But over time, can I capture a few cents? Now with bigger size, this starts to add up very quickly, right? And it's all relative. If you're someone who's newer and you're pushing your comfort zone, and right now that might be 1K size, 5K size, 500 shares, 50 shares, it's all relative, right? So we all continue to work on pushing the boundaries and the limits. There are no limits here, right? Limitless, relentless. So hit that thumbs up for those of you tuning in on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Let's continue here on to stock PRFX, which is up 126% with 47 million shares of volume. You know, just a few years ago, as the pre-market high is here is 192. Just a few years ago, if we were to see stocks with 47 million, 200 million, and 80 million shares of volume in pre-market, we would lose our minds. Back in 2020, 2019, and maybe even early 2021, if a stock just had a million shares of volume, it was ready for us to start trading. Like, the times have changed like so drastically in just these last 3.5, 4 or 5 years, right? It's insane. And I mean, you know, maybe there's a day we can perhaps do a comparison video, because I still have archives from those days, right? Back then, if a stock would hit like 10 million shares of volume in a day, like in terms of a small cap stock, people would go crazy on like Twitter and all these platforms, right? Back then, like Stock Tweets was like a platform. I don't know if there still exists, but people would rave. Now we wake up, and if a stock has 10 million shares of volume, we're not even looking at it, right? I mean, isn't that crazy? Now we don't even, I mean, I don't know how low on the list of stocks I'd have to go to find something with 10 million shares of volume. But anyhows, let's continue. So the low of the pullback here, clocking in around 120 for PRFX. Right now the volume seems a little lower, right? The volume is kind of flatlined a bit compared to earlier, but we'll see how things go into the open. So looking at the daily chart, the 200 EMA is at 554. $200 EMA on the daily is at 554. In terms of significant candlesticks that stand out, let's see. We're currently at 120. I see there's 185 going back to September 6th, and then there's also 297 going back to August 20th. And that September 6th candle isn't like a super obvious candle. It's just a bit of a topping wick that did lead to a sell-off the next few days. That's at 185. So for me, as this comes up there to the pre-market highs again, I really want to see how well it can behave. If we're strong and easy to push through the level, That gives me confidence to size up for break of 2, perhaps at the whole dollar setup. But if we're struggling at like low 90s, high 80s, or seeing resistance, maybe 95 or seeing resistance, then perhaps I either am using smaller size or maybe I'm just avoiding the trade unless it starts to hold above the whole dollar completely. And over that level again, 550 perhaps for the 200 EMA, PRFX. So those are my top three: NCNC, SOAR, PRFX. And NCNC, or rather SOAR, is still going, right? Still moving up. Still moving up. I'm going to check out some of the other ones. I'm going to check out the chat just in case I missed something as well. And I think we should be good to go for the open here. For those of you tuning in, be sure to hit the thumbs up. Be sure to hit that thumbs up. Soaring SOAR. It's giving them all this beautiful move in pre-market where our broker sucks. KT, what's going on, man? How you doing? Johnny, what's up? Orange, what's up? What's up? Wave Rider, Alamo, Crystal Ball, and Brad, Chase, Gabe. Hope you guys are feeling well. Anonymous is in the building as well. Oven Trader, what's up? What's up? What's up? Noah, hope you're doing well. Guys, hit that thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Ryan is in the building. Ryan, what's going on? So it's 9:13 a.m. The other two stocks, TR and R, how are we doing? This one is at $4, but I really don't know what to expect from this one. I can still do my due diligence, of course, map out a couple trend lines here. It's up a little bit, but it's been selling off recently. That's TRNR. We'll see if it's able to, become something maybe after 9:30. NCNC potential support at 24. Yeah, so far so good. Let's see, what else do we have? WBUY, which popped up a little bit around 8:30, but back down. Maybe there's something here, maybe not. We'll see. Maybe, maybe not. All right, I'm gonna watch SOAR and just relax a little bit and get ready. For those of you in the Gen chat, I'm gonna be back in Gen 1 at 11 a.m. for the hangout at 11 a.m. after the live stream. So I'll see you guys then. I'm gonna jump up top here, get ready to lock in with the students. So if this was the open, how much could we have made in this move? Right? From 40 to 60, 50% move. It's like pre-market shouldn't even exist, man. Like market should just open at like 4 a.m. Now, instead of complaining, what I need to do here is like sometimes I think, we have the DAS platform, which does help. Especially for stocks above 1, where we can have the offsets. It's great. But below $1, having trouble trading with fills. Even pure limit orders are just skipping over my orders, my sell, my buys. Well, more so my sells. They're letting you buy because when you buy the ask, they're gonna let you buy the ask. But trying to come out on the bids, they're just literally not filling you. It's like you fill maybe a quarter of your position, and it skips over the rest. All right, all right. Should be another excellent day here. All right, let's see. Guys, as you're tuning in on YouTube, hit that thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. You need direct access routing for an edge in pre-market? Perhaps. Well, here's the thing with market open, right? Maybe there shouldn't even be an extended hour, and then market just open 9:30, closes at 4, right? I don't know. The way how it is now works well. That's what I'll say. The way how it is right now works well. There's definitely been talks of 24 hours, which I don't know how that would go, but we got about 12 minutes to the opening bell. 12 minutes. Brad, the 24-hour market may displace volume. It's possible. And what I was thinking is like, would they hire an overnight shift on the exchange? Like, would there be people on the exchange 24/7 and just do shift changes, or would they still have a period where there's somewhat of a technical close? It definitely would be different, and for us, we'd have to like see where the volume continues to come in, and maybe that's at 4 p.m. or at, let's say, 9:30 a.m. Maybe it's at 4 p.m. Maybe some other time of day. The last thing I would want is to be here at 1 in the morning trying to get a move. Just imagine that. Imagine a live stream like from, I mean, that would be insanity, man. One thing I did notice for being around the financial space in like the business district, let's just say in general, in Manhattan, is that at 4 p.m. these people bolt for the doors. They like it's almost like handbags and shoes and these things and jackets are left behind just for them to get out of there. Like they've worked hard. It's been like a stressful week. It's like, okay, finally time to just have the day to relax a bit. And the bars and these things are full, like full. SNOA also moving up a little bit. Perhaps we can add this one to our list of stocks here, just in case it turns out to be good. Yeah, so these people, they're working hard. Or I mean, even for me, like once Friday gets here and that's it. It's like it feels good to get to relax a little bit. Trading is fun and all, don't get me wrong, but there's just something about relaxation, right? Getting away from the markets and the chaos, the craziness, especially when you're either not trading as well as you would like or just the swings, man. Because I mean, even for us, like profitable traders, like just it's mostly smooth, I'd say. I mean, for me, it's pretty calm and smooth, but there are still moments and times and days where like you just you really just like you're going insane. Sometimes you think maybe violence is the way to calm yourself, as in getting a punching bag or a dummy, right? Getting a punching bag to just blow off steam or go to the gym, whatever. There's other ways to blow off steam, but you can definitely feel like you're going crazy at times. So when you get the break on Friday, it feels good to detach, relax, work on other things. and then come back again. Like it's a good balance. Like I know a few people who are in Forex who are at times waking up in the middle of the night and checking a trade. Like it's just too much. Just too much. Guys, so here's the new thing we're going to try to do on YouTube. Right now there's 450 people here. More than likely you guys are tuning in because you like what you're seeing here with the channel, right? You enjoy the trading, you're watching for one reason or another. A lot of you guys are not even trading the same style as me. But for good old RT here, for good old RT, can today be the day we get up to 400 likes? There's going to be 200 more people that join us in the next 8 to 15 minutes. We're going to be around like 650 people total. Can today be the day that we get over 400 likes? Be sure to hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and let's get ready for the open. Back out, I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Skull, Earth Explorer, John, William, I see you guys. Celeb, what's going on? Hit that thumbs up. We appreciate it. Alan is in the building. Daniel, how you doing? RT, would you ever do a small account challenge with 30K to start? Yeah. I mean every every year I essentially started like 30K for the most part. But 30K is like more, it's more than enough for any one of us at this point, whether myself, like Triad, Marcelo, Tim, to start with that amount and then, you know, end the year up hundreds of thousands. A lot of my position sizes on these same cheaper stocks are just like 40,000 shares, 30,000 shares, some 20,000 share positions because they're so cheap, right? Honestly, I don't even use big share size compared to what's still out there. Of course, we've grown over time, we've gotten better with you know size, but and these cheaper stocks right now are allowing for a lot of size to how the risk profile set up. But still, if we're to go back to like $10 stocks, I still need to get up to 10,000 shares on those stocks, right? Like regularly in trades, which I don't do. I don't do as much. So there's still a lot of room to grow with size. For any student that's now tuning in the chat, we did already do our trend lines. So we're just waiting for the open. I'm watching NCNC, SOAR, PR, FX. I'll post the watch list again. But yeah, 30K account challenge, I wouldn't really consider an account challenge. It's like, it'll have to be like below like 10,000 or something, like cash account. That'll make it more like difficult. Because we're limited to that 10K and then we can only trade one day and then have to wait the next. We wouldn't have unlimited buying power. Let's see. Like the decrease in money wouldn't really affect my gains like that much. Let's see here. Alerts. I'll post the list here again for everyone. There it is, there it is, there it is. There it is. All right, so we got 4 minutes. Guys, make sure that your screen recordings are turned on. Make sure that your screen recordings are turned on. So with 4 minutes to go, you know, yesterday's plan is today's plan. We're coming in. We got a couple of good stocks on our watch list here. We're going to be patient. And We don't mind trading early into the open as long as the stocks are providing a good opportunity. We know the setups and patterns that's out there that we love to trade. So it's a matter of being disciplined and watching for that exactly. If there's a stock that's moving funky, that's just not making sense for us, we don't need to force anything, right? All we'll have to do is wait for the next hot stock that's good for our style and our strategy. So I'm going to go through each ticker here and start setting my share size. Another big key factor for me, and actually crap, there's something I forgot to do. I didn't check for the good faith violation. But anyhow, for share size, I have to remember to switch my share size. Oh crap, I have one. Well, this came yesterday. 19, 18. What time was this? 18. What time was this yesterday? Man, this stuff is so freaking annoying. I forgot to call them. See, it's 9. This is a problem. It's 9:27. If I run out of cash, I'll have to call them at some point throughout the stream. It's so annoying. You know, I have it on this big sticky right in front of me, and I still overlooked it. All that time we had. Man. Well, I'm trying to figure out if this came yesterday in the morning. It looks like it came in the morning, so my account, like, I mean, I was able to trade without a problem though. Maybe they've made some improvements in their back end. So hopefully today I don't have a problem on 11:15, which was Friday. Strange. Anyhow, we're gonna stay focused and we're gonna look to dominate. SNOA did pull back a little bit. So again, be careful with your share size if you're switching from a cheap penny stock to an expensive stock, let's say $5. Because for me, if I don't look at it, I'll buy 50,000 shares of a $5 stock, which is not going to be good. And that's one way I could see myself losing money. So I have to be careful. Actually, I mean, there's so much risk in that happening. I probably will have to take some steps here today. If I get notifications with my orders getting rejected, I'll call in and have them unrestrict my account. If it is restricted, well, we'll see. There's the open. SOAR. Oh, I should have just jumped in.
IBO.
I need less size. It's pretty whippy here to start. Two great trades. Whoa, oh my gosh. Well, I'm not going to get taking a dip. Not going to get any of that. Jeez Louise. I got a pretty high fill. Not great start. All right. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. We're going to keep at it. Uh-oh. I got a good fill there. That was close. So far, so good. If we can keep holding. I'm gonna get ready to take some more size because it might keep going. The 5-minute candle's pretty bullish. We're holding up our levels. Yeah, 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 yeah. Can I hold this position here to the moon? Ah, okay. I'm chasing this. It's aggressive. And I'm gonna lose. Small amount there. Can we go over 70? It's a little tricky. It's a little tricky. Halt is at 79. We should be ripping over 72, 73, but like it's having trouble. Oh, they gave me a bad fill there. I'm gonna cut that. The 5-minute candle is still bullish and it has 10 seconds left. Can we see continuation right away into the next candle?
PLAG.
That was the bottom? Is this the bottom? Oh, oh, that was such a bad fill. Why did they do that to me?
IBO.
Alright, it's pulling back. So far, so good. Could have been better though for to catch that first candlestick of the day, but all part of the deal.
GDS.
Feel like I need to take more size.
BATL.
Bro. Oh, come on. What was that? 60. Slow grind up here, slow grind up. Is there a hidden order there? Oh, dang. My fills are not the best. I'm gonna try to go back up if I can, but for now, oh, look at that. Feels a little bit better for now. Don't you collapse. Come on. I'm waiting for bigger bounces. I gotta just take the cent. I gotta just take the cent. Just keep working it. I think I'm leaving too much on the table waiting for the bigger move.
NA.
Taking 67. It might come down. It's not bouncing yet. What's it gonna do? Up or down? Okay, it's fighting its way back up to 70. I haven't run out of cash yet, which is good, but I could be running out of cash. Just imagine if I have to take 10 minutes to call them, man. It's gonna not be good. Gonna miss out on a lot. Can't believe I forgot. I like that we're back over 70. Can we hold over 70 though? We got our third 5-minute candle and it's pretty young. Last candle ended with indecision.
SYRS. GDS.
It's fought its way back to 70, which is a good sign. I'm a little late there. Let's just cut this.
BATL.
I don't know, it might come down, I think. PR affects halting up. Break of one.
SYRS.
Honestly, all three. NCNC looks decent. SOAR has been good. PRFX halting up. All three watchlist stocks are doing well. Seven. NCNC. Oh, there's no. Do I have to sell the ask? Reminds me of the one yesterday that was like harder for me to trade. What, man? NCNC starting to move. This one's a tricky one. It reminds me of the one yesterday that came after the live stream. Part of me feel like I need to just hold it longer. But, you know, that's hard to do in a break as the breakout is happening. Um,
PLAG.
that should have been a good, yeah, just not making money. Should have been a great trade right there. It's like you got to hold longer or something. 30, 28. I mean, it is a 5-minute red candle, so best to be careful. And the resumption, by the way, 7. The resumption is at 7 for PRFX. I think PRFX could be good. Struggling on NCNC here to make anything. Watching PRFX in the next minute. I can keep trying with NCNC, but 47.09, so there's less than a minute for PRFX. I'll pull it on screen here. We might take a couple trades if it's good. Let's halt it up. SOAR. We'll see what comes about with that one. Guys, be sure to hit the thumbs up. We got over 600 people, I believe. Can we get at least 400 likes today? Hit that thumbs up, subscribe. Especially if you're not actively trading, hit that thumbs up without delay.
KRKR.
PRFX is coming up. We got a couple seconds. 117, here we go.
KRFX.
It's kind of churning a little too much. Okay. It's not really ripping like I think it should. I'm gonna size down to half size. Halting down. Alright, let's check out NCNC again. Come on now, we gotta figure out how to get green. Well, is this one selling off? Perhaps SOAR? Could be worth watching again then.
KRFX.
SOAR. TRNR halted? Well, I don't think it is. TRNR. TRNR break of 4. There's a spread here. 7-cent spread. Bro, the hell with this garbage. See, you come up here to fill, I mean, jeez, minus 500 for nothing. All right, let's see. I'm buying it 4. The stock is already back at 88. Just garbage. Waste of time. NCNC coming back. It's like, I don't understand why these stocks can't trade normally anymore. 64. Damn it. I've kind of missed it. And it's... Are we dipping or not? What's going on? Or is there just a spread here? A bigger spread than usual. Oh my gosh, Phil, it's just a brutal. It's brutal today, man. It's absolutely brutal in some of these areas here.
KRKR.
This is gonna be a day for patience. 63. Not getting filled. Oh my god. Just garbage, man. I'm gonna take a big loss here. Look at this. Ah, they better fill me at the bottom of this freaking move, man. If it's not one thing, it's the next. It's gonna fill me, more than likely. Did it cancel? How do you even check this again? Working. It's not even showing up. I guess I can just keep an eye on my P&L section. See if I'm in an open position. Yep, okay, and I'm filled 64. Fucking bullshit. This platform, man, I tell you. Ay, ay, ay. Switching over to NCNC.
PRFX.
Yep, this is not great. Wow. I think, let me see, PRFX. I'm thinking if I should just ease off a little bit. PRFX, how are we doing? Massive drop. Didn't get a chance to get in. How many likes do we have? Guys, we have 671 people tuning in. Can we get up there to 450 likes? I'm asking every viewer out there to hit that thumbs up. $28. PRFX gonna get halted up again. 34. It's hunting it. It's hunting it down. I'd love to see this get halted up. VWAP though potentially being resistance at 30. Can we push through? KB. Come on. Where are those bulls? Can we get up there? It's a high entry. And it's gonna go 37 now to halt. Took a loss there somehow. Best to be careful. Oh, no chance to get in. Is this a rejection, perhaps? I mean, we got above 30 for quite a couple seconds. The halt level did move higher. Five-minute candle still looks good. There's definitely a chance we can get halted up still. There's 35. Come on. Rip, rip, rip. 40 now to halt level 40. If this gets halted up, it's great news. PR effects, can we get halted up? Halt level might move higher again. $42 to halt up. Ridiculous. It might go lower here. Probably should have held that trade there for a little bit, but all good. I'd love to see a breakdown and reclaim here, but so far so good. It might hold and continue. SOAR, I'll switch back to that one in a sec. It's churning too much. Don't you dare. It's struggling a little bit. It should have came back up above 30. 30 was resistant, so we don't want to hang out down here too long. Why we like to see the halt up. Now it's halting down. Downtown. SOAR.
PRFX.
Bro. Should be making money on these trades in his slums. This is a nice route to green though. Perhaps I come down in size just a little more. Take off 2,000 shares off the top.
WCT.
Insanity. And it looks like it might just be going here. Great, great, great. Ah, I didn't chase. I had needed to chase this. I could be doing better for sure. And that order did not trigger. Great. All right, we gotta compose ourselves here. 6. I lost money there somehow. 68. Good that it's fighting its way back up. Bro, I can do way better on this stock, man. I could have already doubled my gains here. Gotta float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Quick trades, in, out. Speed of light. Every buy needs to be green. Every buy needs to be green. We're seeing smaller bids. I got a terrible fill there. Seeing smaller bids, that's not influencing it as well as it probably should. Not going without me this time. Not going without me this time, I can tell you that. Can we? Just gotta work this thing with speed, man. It's doable. Oh. Spreads opened up a little bit there. PR effects, I do like the resumption, but probably will leave it alone. Hmm.
PRFX.
6-8. I think this is pretty fair so far for the pullback. I really think I should try and hit the ask price it sometimes. Why is that putting me short if I cancel? Really?
WCT.
It should cancel that order and then
Ideal.
fill me the rest. It shouldn't put me short at all. Good to know that we can go short though. VRFX red to green. I did want to look at the resumption, but opportunity will cost. Hopefully it gets halted up. 6.5 to 6.8. Wow. What a move. What a move. VRFX, can we halt up? False halt. VRFX, if we can halt up here, it'll be good. SOAR could give a nice red to green off this VWAP level. It's possible. VRFX looks like it might get locked in. All right. VRFX halted up. Can this 5-minute setup work? I don't know. I think I'll just stick to the quick scalps. PRFX will be at 14.17. Oh, just took that. Resumption's coming up in a couple seconds. There are some entries down here. PRFX. $14, $17. We got a few minutes, a few seconds. We're at 141. There we go.
PRFX.
I made nothing. Are you kidding me? Why it feels so bad? Ah, man. Could have been in that. I just need like another fraction of a second to buy. It's already too late. Oh man, that is so frustrating.
PRFX.
Man, we could have had like another cent lower or anything really. All right, room now to pre-market highs, 185. Room to 185. Man, you hate to see such a beautiful move go without you. WBUY is moving. WBUY. Was that 20 and 26 seconds for resumption? 20 and 26 seconds. Plus 500 to plus 200 WBUY. Gave back half. $20 and 26 seconds. Less than a minute for PRFX. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch, be sure to hit that thumbs up. We have over 600 people watching. Today's goal is 400 likes. Be sure to hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. If you are a new viewer, we do appreciate it. Hit that thumbs up. Right now, we're trading live. In fact, let's go single screen here so you guys can see that I'm in a real account at my broker here, Charles Schwab, Thinkorswim. All right, hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. This is what we call transparent trading, and resumption is coming up. PRFX in 6 seconds. Here we go at 167. Let's see what we can't do here.
PRFX.
That was close. Could have gotten caught in that. When that first dip did hold, it's back down. And it's locked in for a halt down. Hit that thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Can we get up there to 450 likes? 450 likes. The goal today. We do appreciate it. For those of you who might be heading out early at 10:30, I hope you had a good day. Hope you're feeling well about your performance. WBUY. It's trying again. Oh my gosh. Trying. What am I gonna get filled for? That's a scratch trade. Oh yeah, WBUI. I don't know, man. Henry, the chat room is 19 bucks. 19 bucks, brother. Cheapest chat room in the world. To be a part of such greatness. Such commitment with like-minded individuals. Let's see, BTCS, PRFX, HOVR. When is the resumption? Let's check here. Resumption 25:48. So we got about 2 minutes for PRFX. Is the stock still bullish? I would say so. We've had a significant move up. At times, it's likely that you'll see a pullback. Notice our volume has decreased, and our volume here on the red candle, it was a quick halt down, not that high. If we can base out and then start to give a bit of a red to green, we're still in decent shape. Dash, I was tempted, but not today. Yeah, guys, hit that thumbs up. We do appreciate it. We're now at 300 likes. We got 600 people here tuning in. So far, we're up $5,000. Insane day here so far. I think if I focused on SOAR more, I could have doubled my gains on triple, or maybe even tripled my gains on that stock. I gotta stop. I hate saying that, man. It's like I just need to show up here and make better decisions. I can be even more efficient with my decision-making process. So that instead of saying I could have been up more, I am up more. And the conversation needs to be, man, I don't know if there's anything I could have done better. That's where I'm trying to get to every day. That type of conversation. So resumptions coming up. I think I'm going to drop down maybe to 4K size here. The RFX, we'll see how we're able to do on this pullback. Less than 20 seconds to resumption if it is a 5-minute halt. 8 seconds. PRFX. 4, 3, 2.
PRFX.
That was close. I'm honestly surprised I didn't get a notification there either. Selling like, too quick. Also my fills. Oh, my fill was terrible. I tried for 44. I got filled 50. Dip, dippity dip, 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 dip. No dip. Alt level going higher, but that's what you call being a half-second early. I could have dominated that dip, man. Patience. Most disappointing right there. That could have been so much better. And I get filled 60. I'm not getting any fills that I want here. I'm gonna remain patient though. 73 to halt up. 43 to halt down. Come on, allow me to have this dance. Stretch me a hand so I can get involved, and I'm not gonna get a hand. I would have had to chase it and just pull somebody's hand, Choose violence. All right, cool. 75 to halt up. Yeah, I'm gonna reframe from trades up here. It's just maybe a little too extended. Halt extended a couple cents, and of course that's gonna work. Can we get locked in A78? We're right below pre-market highs. This is a good place to get halted up. To then maybe resume higher. I'd rather see it get locked in here because we're extended at this point. And we're seeing a bit of a pullback. $82 to halt up. $84 now to halt up. I'm very out of rhythm with it here. I'm just hoping like for a halt up or something. Well, there's a halt down. I'm gonna take this. And I'm gonna get a terrible fill. It's not gonna work. Alright, fine. You gotta get in rhythm and stay in rhythm. Didn't do anything since that resumption. False halt down right there I like, but it just came out of the halt down at 64, so a little difficult to get involved. This could be backside, but it's hard to say. We'll have to wait and see. Halting down.
TRFX.
WBUY. I think I'll leave that one alone. Gonna give the watch list a full look through. NCNC pulling back. PRFX halted down. SNOA down and sideways. SOAR looking like a Christmas tree here, pulling back. No bueno. So it's a good call not even to look at the 5-minute setup down here. Could this perhaps be a place to get long for a pop? I'm not interested in that trade, but you know, it's at least a trade idea perhaps. But WBUI, the only thing making new highs and lighter volume. It's lighter volume. Is it time to jump down in Gen 1? What do you guys think? Hang out with the team. Poem time. Oh man. Which other day trading YouTuber do you know that'll write a poem? You see, the good thing about me is that I have no like embarrassed bone in my body. Like I'll do anything. I don't care. No fear, no hesitation. Okay, I'm gonna jump down. I'm gonna also start a new recording because we might go till 12. What's up? Yeah, decent day here so far. You having a PR day or what? Oh yeah, that's good, man. Glad to hear. Despite the turbulence, you were good to go. It's interesting too because I got a. It looks like I got a good faith violation, but my account seems like it was still good. Good to trade. Uh, is the message faster? Yeah, maybe next time I can. Well, part of it too is like being on the live stream. I mean, I'll have to see, but usually calling, I kind of like mute my mic, stuff like that. But maybe I try next time, see how it goes. Steph, how did it go today?
PRFX.
PRFX resumption. Is it? You might have to make sure that you're caught up if it's like a stream. You have to hit that live button. I mean, with these penny stocks, man, if they can continue, you know what? I've seen these stocks be strong for like a year and a half straight back in like 2019. So if we get like another epic run like that, I mean, it could be a thing here. Yeah, it's more so that like the volume and liquidity might not be as high. Like they might not be leading gappers. So instead of being up 200%, maybe it's down to like, hey, up 60%. And it might not get as much volume. And so the P&L for the people trading them might be a little smaller, like maybe half. But you know, it's like still definitely more than enough to still do well. Right, because we've had penny stocks, you know, at least one on the watch list every day last year, but we'd be trading the 5, 6, 7, $8 stocks, and we had guys who they would only trade those stocks, and they had a great year last year. So yeah, yeah, I think it's really good. Sometimes just watching one stock, man, is the way to go.
When I was setting up my computer this morning, this XCUR name popped up on the scanner. And it's a recent reverse split, and they had some sort of share conversion situation, and the company bought like $10 million worth of stock. And it just keeps on going up, and now it's up on the list. So it was a relatively easy trade into VWAP, a reclaim. So another name to think about. Lower volume though, but very, very small float.
The stream is sounding choppy. I'm not sure why. On my side, it looks good. Try refreshing if you guys are having trouble. Check, check. Yeah, try refreshing.
Artie, quick question. From some of the other like larger traders that you know or from the chat, what is the largest position you've heard them hold with these pennies?
Some guys are taking multiple hundreds of thousands of shares, but the circumstance of where they're taking the position is a little different. Like we had Lucas yesterday say that on the first pullback on the stock that came at 12 p.m., the cheaper one, they loaded up hitting the buy button like multiple times. And so if he is using 50K shares blocks, he might have bought it like 5 times and then 250,000 shares and then watching for the bounce. And maybe even like a slightly longer hold time of a couple more seconds, maybe to like half a minute. There's things like that that's like giving people like bigger gains in low risk areas as they're seeing it.
God damn that! Like each ticker though is each cent in that case is $2,500.
Right. So if you capture a trade like that nicely, it's like you can make 10K in just one good trade, you know?
That's right. Okay, so up to quarter of a million shares and stuff like that.
Yeah. Some people are even going beyond that too. I mean, some people are. Save is also one of those guys. Like he hit the buy buttons like so many times in some key areas that he has really good conviction, and everything is playing out well with the setup.
And when they sell, they probably do a combination of things, right? Like they probably sell on the try to sell on the ask. It doesn't respond back up to market, like cancel order back up to market, and then if the screen on the tape, maybe ask again type of thing.
Yeah, I'd assume so. Like probably hitting market a couple times, hitting the ask a couple times, or if the stock is just ripping up, which sometimes it does, like all that like buying, probably just selling into that green.
Market order.
Yeah, straight market order.
Gotcha.
EYPT. PLAG.
Big Steve, how you doing, man?
Struggling all day, but lucky to be small green, but just can't really connect on anything consistently.
Yeah, I felt like today was a little bit more like choppy. SOAR was decent, but tricky as well. How much size did you use on SYR, Steve?
I started off with 5K, really small size, but on days like today, it kind of like protects me in a way, I guess, because I never really like connected on it for like the first like 30 minutes or 45 minutes. So 5K size was down like 200, 250, like for like the first like 30 minutes, and then I got back to flat, and then I went up to like I think 9,500 for a couple of trades, but like it's it's tough.
Yeah, right now I'm not seeing anything, so I'm gonna check the scans, check the chats.
Big Steve.
TRX.
Why? Is there a reason why you do 9,900 and not just do 10K? Is there an actual difference in the fill?
Honestly, I don't know. Um, it's just something I've seen like other traders do, so I just kind of started doing it, but I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, in my experience, I've experienced some positions where sizing down just like that 100 share does make this feel a little smoother, but not every stock. It just kind of depends on the liquidity. By the way, SF,
And
take a look at
other
the
traders
chat.
have,
My bad.
I'm sorry, other traders have complained that like they can't get filled 20K, but they can get filled 19,500. So I guess it's a thing, but like I haven't really encountered it.
Gotcha.
Like one stock I had to, I think it was SOAR. I had like 25K blocks, and or maybe it might have been the other one. I don't know. I think okay. I think it was this one. Up at like 70, I had like 25K blocks, and like I was just seeing slippage, like feeling it coming in and out. So I went down to 22, same thing, but then when I went to 19, it felt like just instant smooth. So I just stuck with 19.
You guys, what are you guys trading right now?
Nothing really. I'm trying to like check the scans, not seeing anything.
I think maybe NC, at least what I see, is got the highest chance of potentially breaking 32, but it's definitely going to need more volume. SYRS definitely seems like it's done, but I don't know.
Now, crispy trades. Why would you say such a thing? I hereby detain crispy trades for 10 minutes.
In his defense, there's not too many things that you can use for dry, so not saying it's right.
We gotta keep it classy at all times, ladies and gentlemen. Someone asking if I have a trading course. The answer is yes. And before I even talk about the course, Relentless Trader is the most transparent trader that there is, the most transparent in the world, in fact. But if you do decide to check out our material, just know that everything that we've learned and experienced is tied up in there at full transparency, especially our live trading archives, which is the raw recording of our screens with all of our instruments, is uploaded every day. For those of you on YouTube, I can show you guys that screen, and this is what it is here. This is the screen that I'm looking at every day as I'm trading. This particular monitor. But yeah, I can post the link. You can check it out. We do have a coupon right now. Coupon code Black Friday for 50% off if you're interested. Gio, how you doing, man?
Doing all right. Not the best day at all today, but could be worse. So it's fine. You know, not every day is gonna be obviously a rock star day. So SOAR was pretty good, in the beginning, but then I don't know. It was good on the way up, and then even then sometimes a little bit tricky, but I was still able to do good on the way up. But then I literally gave it all back, like backside type of thing. And yeah, not the best day that but again, I'm not red or deep red either, so whatever. Not every day's gonna, how I said, not every day's gonna be a good day, so it's fine.
Keeping it tight. It's the way to go.
There you go, just keeping it tight. Once you in the beginning, as when you're trading, you feel like you always need to have like, oh, I need to have a green day, or I need to have a good day, because if not, like, I'm just not a successful trader. I'm not a winning trader, and that's like the same mentality that's gonna really not make you a winning trader. If you could just take a regular flat day in the chin, you're alive and well. So that's what it is.
Sure. All about the long run, the marathon.
Yeah.
The other thing that I was, I don't know who I was talking to about, if I never really did the simulator, and there's pros and cons to that. If you have the discipline to keep your share size small as you're understanding the strategy, more power to you. But a lot of us can't, right? Like you see an opportunity, or you're trying to revenge trade, and then you oversize. But the way that you may be able to prevent some of that stuff from happening is switching over your account, regardless of the amount of money you have. Switch it over to a cash account, and then knowing that you cannot trade further makes you way more disciplined in terms of what you can take. Probably not the right thing to do right now with all these pennies, going up 50 cents up and stuff like that. But down the line, add it to your trade and rehab portfolio, just switching your account over to cash, and then kind of like wiping out all the available money to cash, and then just being done for the day. It's good for your brain.
It's interesting you point that out, because I'm already thinking of switching over to PDT. And one of the bigger adjustments I'm gonna face once I switch from cash to over PDT is the ability to go on for as long as I want. Right now I kind of have, even though it's kind of like a limiting thing, I find it to be also a positive thing to have that limitation where you cannot continue trading once you're done with your buying power.
MSTR.
100%.
I need to find a way to adjust myself where it's like, yeah, I could keep going, but I shouldn't. You know, like that thought process.
Oh, I can tell you. I mean, like, if I really want to kill my trading ego, all I need to do is go from green to red, and then I feel like, what the hell am I doing here? You know what I mean? So with with cash accounts, or somehow being able to limit your trading per day,
SGD.
you're done, right? Like it could be 1,000, it could be 500, and then once you, it's so mental, right? Like if you're having a great day and you don't have the discipline, and then you go red, and then the hole gets deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. That to me is the weakest part of everything I do.
Word.
Can I ask the group a general question about Discord? So I have a little warning sign on the side that says this server requires members with moderation power to have multi-factor authentication. Have you guys done that, or am I the only one getting that message?
Yeah, I think like two people had told me this. But honestly, I couldn't figure out why it's showing that to everyone. I know people who have specific like capabilities in the chat. It forces them to have it on for security reasons, as in people who are actual moderators that can do things in the back end. But you guys don't have those roles, let's say. So I'm not sure why it's doing that, but there are also some security settings that I enabled, like I think like 2 months ago, that I think one was to force everyone to have a phone number, right, to help prevent spam. And I think the other might have been two-factor, but I can double check on that in the settings later.
Okay, yeah, I added my number today and still didn't go away, but that's okay. I mean, it's not a big deal. It's just that it pops up and stays there in the upper left corner of the Discord page, but it's all good.
CAPT.
You know, it's funny. I'm the type of person that, like, for example, like my fiance, she notices everything, and I notice nothing. I'm like that person. And now I look at my top left corner and I see what you're talking about. But if you'd never said anything, I would have never thought that. I would have never given that any.
That's funny. I mean, it was just a lot of words, and I think I've been reading it, and now I'm like, oh boy, here we go. So I broke something.
Be careful, guys. We're seeing a lot of flush outs. Yeah, well, I'll double check the settings for that Discord thing.
I was actually looking at SOAR, and 45-ish would not be a
VRM.
buy. If it could just like fully flush into it instead of grinding down to it.
Does anybody know who that Zendo trader is, the guy running the charts? I noticed that sometimes he'll use fib levels in pennies, and sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. But for the most part, I think just by watching him, I noticed that he may be more right than wrong when he's buying dips. So I guess two questions: do you guys know who this guy is? Is he legit? And two, have you guys ever used fib levels for retracements and when to get? Obviously, we're gonna look at tape and stuff like that, but does anybody here use fibs for pennies or small cap stuff?
HIMS.
For me, the answer is no to both the questions.
MARA. MSTR.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with him either. I just heard about some people using it scanner, like it's free on YouTube. That's pretty much it from my knowledge on that individual.
Yeah, I don't use fib at all.
Even where it would make sense to use fib, like let's say something like, I don't know, on the SPY, or something more like let's say large cap long term type of situation, I still don't even use it. and I feel like that's where it would make the most sense to want to use those types of tools. Um, but maybe there's, you know, other ways to utilize it that I'm not aware of, so that could also be the case.
DRRX.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I'm not necessarily completely against them because all it is just the percentage retracement for the move you're looking at, right? Like it goes from 0 to 100, and there's some level like 20%. It's a popular level where people will buy back or algos will buy back.
CLSK.
And then people talk about the golden pocket, you know, which is the 40% retracement of the whatever move is. But that it requires programming, and you know, and we're operating under the assumption that small caps and pennies are less algo driven and more retail individual investor kind of driven. So it's more emotional than down to the penny.
No, I wouldn't be surprised there's validity to it for sure. I mean, it's like retracements. Like I feel like an easier way for me to view retracements is I just look at previous resistances and I hope that they turn into support, and I just trade around those levels in terms of retracements and stuff like that. I'm sure if I pulled up a fib, maybe a lot of times they would align to like a previous resistance into new support and stuff like that. So,
you know what's funny about it? The one thing I noticed is that I can have, you know, 28 days of green days, and the market environment is such that dips are getting bought, retracements are getting bought. You can oversize in any play and you'll turn green, and then the one day it doesn't work, you blow out. So and then obviously that shakes your confidence, and then you're like, oh shit, like what's the strategy that really works? And I think all of the mentors here do a really good job at kind of like sensing, okay, this guy, especially, you know, Artie, because he broadcasts live, and then he'll say, like, he won't even jump into some of those dips. He won't even, like, he'll just let him go. Like, I remember, I think it was last week when one of the pennies, you're like, you know what, this is backside, I'm done. And like, you just kind of moved on. Meanwhile, I was like, you know, trying to capture every single penny down on the way. And obviously you kind of burn a little bit. So don't buy the dips, boys and gal.
By the way, in terms of the two-factor authentication, it's telling me that anyone with moderation to the level of kicking, banning, timing out individuals, like if you have that ability, then you have to have two-factor authentication. But as I mentioned, you guys, like the general chat room members do not, I mean, I can double check, but you guys do not have that ability. So it really shouldn't ask you guys to do it. But to be honest, two-factor authentication, I would recommend everybody to do just in general because of just safety, right? Especially like financial stuff. Granted that this is a chat room, but you know, still some people might have like a payment method tied to it. So if you have two-factor, at least it protects against like hackers and or, you know, random stuff like that.
you know, you were talking about Black Friday earlier, and something that I want to get, hopefully around this Black Friday time, is a new gaming PC. I mean, laptop. I don't know if anyone has any words to share in terms of when buying a gaming laptop or anything.
Actually, I bought my trading I bought a trading laptop last Black Friday off of Amazon, and the one that what's his name recommended, Spartan, was the Asus VivoBook. I think this one has 64 either 64 RAM, and like regular price was like 2,700, and they had a special for $1,900. And then I bought the 4-year Assyrian protection thing for like an additional $300. let me tell you, it works perfect. What I like about it, it has an Ethernet plug, so I'm wired to the internet, and then it has a bunch of USB Thunderbolts and HDMI, so I never really have to mirror image anything. It's just direct cables to the computer. Lickety fast, turns on quickly, so I'm very happy with it.
And what is it called again?
This one is the Asus Vivo Book.
Vivo?
And it has the Intel Core i9 and the video card is the NVIDIA GeForce RTX Studio.
AZI.
I'm sorry, it's Ace? Vivo?
SMCI.
Asus, ASUS, Vivo Book.
Okay, VIVO, okay.
Yeah.
VIVO book. I'll look into it. Thank you. And it's 15, the 16, the Pro, or S50?
TLSK.
Yeah, I went with the Intel Core i9.
All right, cool. I'll look into it. Thank you.
Yeah, and they knocked off a grand out of the regular price on Black Friday. So.
All right. Is it heavy? Like, is it good for traveling and whatnot?
No, that's a pain in the butt. It's pretty heavy. I mean, I still travel with it, and I brought it, but I mean, it's gotten to a point that I no longer have one of those side bags or a backpack. I actually put it on the carry-on and just kind of like hold it, because if I travel, I bring 2 laptops and 2 screens, so it does get a little heavy.
By the way, SF, we're getting some like background noise from your mic. I'm not sure if you have a fan on next to you. Well, we're getting a bit of feedback.
You know what it is? It's the Zendo scanner has waves. How's that? This should be better. Is that better?
Yeah, that's great.
It's the Zendo and the crashing waves.
RT, do you have a trading laptop or gaming laptop?
Yeah, I have a MSI. The newer one, the one I have is pretty good, but it's a little dated. I think it's 2022 or 2021. The newer ones are definitely better processing. I think it's a GL66 Leopard, MSI GL66 Leopard, something like that. But it's pretty good.
66, you said?
Yeah, but if you do look into it, like whichever one they have for like this new year, along with like if possible max specs like processing power and high RAM. Other than that, I think Marcelo has a Falcon. Is it a Falcon?
Thing is that I'm trying not to overpay for like certain names, you know what I'm saying? But like I know the specs is what matters to me the most.
Yeah, then I definitely recommend the MSI.
Yeah. All right, cool. And would you guys say that 32 RAM is like a necessary, or can you fly with 16?
You know what I would say to that is that buy the most that you can afford, because that computer is going to hold you 5 years. So if you can get 64 from the get-go, you're going to have enough processing power to hold you over for years to come. Because every time that there's a software update, you better believe that it's going to take on more processing, right? So if you're going to be connecting a bunch of monitors and running like a scanner and a chat and 3 charts open, if you can afford a little bit more, I would say 64, and then you're good for years. That would be my only advice on that.
All right.
16 can work, but like as SF is saying, like if you can afford 32, it might be a little bit better just for the longevity. But typically, you're only going to need a lot of RAM when you're running a lot of applications. Like for me right now, I have my browser open. There's this. I'm streaming to Discord. I'm streaming to YouTube. I have
Oh yeah,
five
you need.
monitors, three brokers open. So for me, like I definitely need like 64 because of all those things. OBS, I'm running 2 or 3 OBS recording different screens. But if you're just using one screen or two and just one platform, maybe with DAS, because DAS is a very efficient platform. It doesn't take a lot to run. 16 gigabytes will be fine.
All right, no, but if there's like a decent value difference in from 32 to 16, I'll get the 32. I just wanted to make sure that there is a value difference. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do. I have a 16 gigabyte Microsoft Surface laptop, and I only run Thinkorswim with 2 external monitors and DAS and OBS, and I run fine, no issues at all. But if I did have more monitors, I definitely want the 32.
And
How
you
much you
already
guys?
have 2 monitors, additional monitors with your laptop, you said, right?
Yeah, correct.
All right.
How much you guys paying for DAS on a monthly basis?
I think the majority of us have the 120 account. I think there's a few that have the 150,
Okay.
which is an additional mark. Like you'll see your level 2 has additional markets if you have the 151, but I personally have the 120. What I do have a question, like when Marcel, I don't know if you guys noticed, when Marcelo has a hold, like when there's a hold up or down, then he can see the transactions that are happening in the background during the hold. I just see the number. I wonder how he set that up. You know what I mean? I don't know if Artie, you know that.
Is it the same on mine? If you ever looked at my recordings?
No, I have mine set up as yours, which is you get halted and then you just kind of get the price if it's going up or down. Whereas Marcelo, I don't know if you've seen it, he actually has the transactions that are happening in the background.
I gotta check that out.
I thought it was cool. I thought it was really cool to see that. Nobody else has it that I've seen recaps on. So that may be a nice little nifty additional trick for the dip and rip situation.
Mm. Yeah, I had E-Trade for 6 years now. I'm gonna just have another account with Charles Schwab, so I want to make sure I got everything I need.
Yeah, DAS 120 is all I need. I actually forgot to update my credit card information, and so for one of the days, like last week, I had to use the ladder for the day because I logged in at like 9:30 and I realized I didn't update my credit card information. They canceled the membership, and I tried using the ladder again, and I just couldn't. I was so used to DAS that I physically could not trade. It was just so weird. So once you get used to something, it's definitely it's good to not veer off of that if it's working for you.
Is anybody here on the chat trading has been able to link up their DAS with TOS and their Schwab and execute through DAS, or are we all back on just Schwab directly?
It works. It's been good to go for about a month or 2 months now, I think. It's good to go. It works.
But I don't think anybody like you're not doing it, right, RT?
Oh, I do it. Well, I don't do it like consistently, but like I do it pre-market. Like if I want right now, I can take a position.
And this is through DAS specifically.
Yeah, through DAS.
Gotcha. Yeah, because it wasn't like I keep on like every once in a while I get like when I'm logging into DAS, I have to sign their disclosure form. And I think I just did it either yesterday or on Friday.
Yeah.
So I figure that they're still working on the background, but it kind of sounds like it's working now, huh?
Yeah, it's been ready to go for a few weeks now, and The only annoying part is that same signing in, because in the past I think it was just once a month. Now I think it's like once a week. We have to keep like resyncing over and over. When I'm trading in pre-market, that's what I'm using specifically. You know, it's a little more rare for me to just use pure limit orders on Thinkorswim, but DAS offsets are good.
Oh, I see. That way you don't need to buy the bid or sell the ask raw. You can put a little offset on your pre-market trading.
Right.
I like that. I'm gonna have to set it up. Do you like? I have no idea how to set that up. Do we have any educational material on the portal to look into that, or?
Yeah, we have a few videos there, and I believe Tim and Triad also have videos as well on their YouTube pages. I can also send you over the hotkeys that I have. Marcelo also has a massive list of hot. I mean, I looked at the list he sent me, and I couldn't even believe some of what I was seeing. Like, some insane hotkeys. I just keep it regular, man. Like, buy, sell, limit, offsets on the ask and bid, and that's it, really.
Yeah, if you don't mind sharing that, that'd be great. I know you have. If you can send it to me, that'd be amazing. But
yeah, I'll send you a screenshot right now.
thanks, man.
I can send you my hotkeys on Thinkorswim too if you want those as well.
Not gonna say no to that. Yep. Oh, although I mean I have had mine for the last year or so, but yeah, happy to add more.
For sure, open box all the way, right?
What's that?
Like instead of buying new.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes they have some good refurbished stuff. Which website are you using? Amazon or something else?
Right now I'm on Best Buy.
Yeah, I mean, if you know, I think I think there's some good refurbished stuff. Usually there's a
You know
pretty
what's
high
funny
standard.
with Amazon? Since I sell on Amazon, right? And I have like a certain perspective, I feel like me buying from Amazon sketches me out.
Yeah, Best
What's your
Buy
budget?
has this high standard.
Just cause yeah, I don't know. I just know the world of Amazon sellers and
You
man,
know, and then the other thing, in case you didn't know, if you have some sort of 1099 income,
okay.
buying a laptop is like a direct write-off. Like you can buy like all your screens, a phone, whatever you want, because that's like if you look at the list of items, you can completely write that off. So it decreases your taxable income. So that's why even if you drop 3K and you have some sort of consultant, whatever that you get, splurge.
Good point.
What is your budget? Is it do you have a budget or no?
Yeah, I like to keep it under 15.
Oh, dude, you can get something new for sure.
Yeah, but how I said like I probably could get something new, or I can maybe get something open box that's better in terms of specs. You get me? Just because of the
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I don't know what you're risking though. Like, what if it doesn't work? You know, I don't know. What if it's why is it open box? Why is the box open?
You can have if it's Best Buy, if there's some sort of like policy there, like in some sort of insurance, you know?
you could definitely just return it, you know.
Yeah.
I think at Best Buy.
Uh-huh.
Straight up.
Bro, we ordered like 20 monitors from Best Buy and then returned them all last team house trip.
Wow.
Shipping
crazy.
that stuff like back to a base is just too much. So
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
That's incredible though that we can do that, right? Like I don't even they gotta lose money on that. Or maybe they don't, I don't know.
yeah, I mean they have to do reboxing and packaging because sometimes we probably wouldn't even put all the manuals and wrappers back into the same box. So they have to be losing at least something. But I guess it's part of what they do to have more customers. So I guess it works out for them in the long run. But yeah.
Yeah, in their perspective is like I guess they feel like they can't afford not to accept returns because then they will just lose their business to other people that do accept returns.
Amazon now, like I'm having to return something and then they have very specific, I kind of feel like they're pivoting a little bit because now they have very specific questions of why are you returning this? Is it in a box? Did you take the item out of the, like, I think eventually they're going to say, you don't get the 100% price back.
Yeah, it's
Like,
gonna be hard for
it's not as simple as it used to be. That's what I'm trying to
culture.
say.
I was gonna say that it's gonna be hard because I feel like Amazon already built, and not just Amazon, but other retailers already built the culture of like this, return frenzy type, culture that we have. So to kind of revert that, it's probably gonna be very tricky for them.
Meanwhile, Jackson is up 14K. Damn.
So how much is Lucas up? These guys are killing it.
Oh, he's gonna leave us in the suspense until later on, and then he's gonna be like 28K. Let's go.
SOAR pushing up a little bit around 54.
I am 22 right now.
Insanity.
Today we go.
There he is. Damn, 22K.
Yeah.
So not
Only
only
on
that you're making a lot of money, you're not missing, right? I wonder if your accuracy has gone up too. Like you're
yeah,
no.
it has. It has. But only because yeah, when you're trading big size on this pennies, like the feels are just even better. I don't know. Like sometimes they're just amazing.
And then on the Lucas on the dips, when like say it's one of those 5 minute candles that it's kind of like a doji, and then all of a sudden it breaks down and it just goes down, and then you're watching the level 2 on the bid side, and then you see a little bit of bid stacking, and then it blows through that, and then you see the next level. How do you decide, okay, this is the time that I'm gonna buy? What was it? You bought 35,000 blocks times 4.
Oh yeah, that trade was a double bottom. Like that those are the ones I think I do the best those trades. Like when the stock is just consolidating, usually like it doubles or triple bottoms. And yeah, there I was just anticipating the bounce, buying as it was dropping, and then hopefully get the bounce and sell the pop. Like not really like kind of like waiting what the tape was doing, but just like anticipating to the trade, like just buying, buying, buying.
Like you have a level in mind because it already put a bottom,
Exactly.
and you
Exactly. Yeah.
just trade that bottom.
Exactly.
So your
And
level would
since
be, like, say you broke down from 0.30 and the thing has gone down to 0.25, and then it's kind of like consolidating around the 0.25. You're saying that you let it kind of like figure out that that's the support and then start buying, or you buy as it's going down?
in that trade, I was buying as it was going down because I wanted to put more size. So I cannot like nail the bottom punching in 140,000 shares. But if I only want to buy one time, then yeah, I try to, like as everyone does here, like just buy the bottom or close to the bottom. But there I was like pretty confident on the trade, so I just averaged down.
So now if you don't mind, 15 seconds. So what if it doesn't go your way? Like, let's say the 0.25 doesn't hold and then skips it and it goes to 0.24. Do you
Uh,
exit or do you add one more block to average down?
no, no. I'm usually, let's say I bought 3 times. At least I sell 2 times, and maybe I recycle some shares. As it keeps dropping. If I think the bottom is quite near, I don't maybe get the full position out, but I maybe sell half and then add lower so I can get like a better price in, and like kind of like recycling the position. But if I think that this is just a falling knife, I just bail out.
Gotcha. Yeah, those are pearls right there, and everything market, right? Like you're not even bothering on sending anything on the ask, or are you?
No, I'm doing full market.
Like 100% market. There's not even 5% bid and ask.
I used to really sell the ask on the penny stocks. But no, I don't anymore.
Sounds good, boss. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
With those pearls, I'm gonna start pumping 35,000 blocks starting tomorrow times 4.
I mean, I think that was the only trade I actually pressed it 4 times.
Not financial advice.
That's right. That's right.
Someone asked how much we're paying for commissions. Commissions are free, and it's been free for like 5-6 years now. But there are some small SEC fees that we pay, and that depends on how much shares you traded throughout the day.
And then the only thing to add to the commissions is that the only way to figure out what your commissions are, I think Lucas pointed that out to me. It's like you have to do a backdoor calculation, right? Which is the P&L on the website minus the P&L on Thinkorswim. And those are your fees, right?
Yeah, and Marcelo also mentioned yesterday, if you're using DAS, that in the positions window there's a tab that you get, a fees tab that you can add. That also tells you. And then a typical rule is for every million shares in, it's around like $100. So if you do a million in, million out, like you're maybe around like 200 in fees.
Yeah, that's the thing with pennies, man. You really need to nail them. Because if you start trading like a monkey, they're expensive.
And you're gonna be in
Xavi,
the sums.
yeah, Xavi just posted his P&L and he was down 18,000. I just find it very interesting. I mean, he's recouped, it looks like, but I wonder what he got trapped on.
Probably more expensive stock or something. Save is a
Yeah,
monster.
yeah. But he's saying penny movers aren't the same as week ago. Too many scalpers just happy with 1 and 3 cent moves. Which I think has been the key thing here, right? Like you don't marry to there's no 10-cent move. Actually, heck, there's no 1-cent move. You just take the fractional and move on.
Today it's been more volatile. Like it almost seemed like two things. The floats on the stocks that we traded today was a little lower. So the stocks were a little thinner, which resulted into entries that were maybe not as favorable versus last week. And then you might have more people trying to micro scalp and hyper scalp, leading to more inaccuracies. So, somewhat of an edge decay. So he's
Yeah, that's exactly what he's saying. He's saying penny move. Yeah, he's saying exactly the same thing. Every single people sell right away.
Yeah. I don't feel it.
You feel it or you don't feel it, Lucas?
I mean, obviously not. I'm doing better, like my best trading ever. So
But you're not
for me,
holding for the bigger move. Like you take you buy whatever you buy, and then if you get
yeah,
2 cents, you're like
helping.
this.
Yeah, I'm helping. But like sometimes I hold a bit longer, but that's just in special occasions, where it makes maybe a bit. Or like sometimes what I found myself doing is giving a bit more room. Like let's say I buy and it dips a bit lower, like I see that momentum is pretty on my side, so I let the bad price just give it some room, and with this market more often than not I can bail out at profit or break even.
Yeah. Yeah, that's incredible, man.
Lucas, how did you feel trading SOAR? I know you probably did really well on it, but like just in general in comparisons to the other pennies.
So yeah, so I had trouble. I started using 40K blocks, and I was getting partial fills. Like sometimes I would sell, and maybe I would only sell 20,000 shares, and I would have to manually like go and sell the rest. And it was quite annoying. Like it really got me off the tempo. So then I dropped it to like 35, and then I stuck there, and now I'm on 30. But the first candles, man, I did great. Like I caught that breakout with size. It was like maybe like a 3K winner in one trade. It's crazy.
That's what's up. Nice.
SYRS
And then when it starts to
moving up.
when I don't know if it ever got tricky for you, but for me, I feel like SOAR started to get tricky at a certain point. Did you feel that, or you were just still able to navigate through that?
Um, Wait. I mean, um, so yeah, it got tricky for sure. And then I was trading other stocks, so I kind of like only took when it dropped below VWAP like with volume, and I was like, okay, this looks definitely looks like backside. I was like, okay, I'm only gonna trade like the double bottoms or the kind of like extended dips, and I did fine honestly. I was adding on the backside as well.
Chilling. Good job.
As long as there's like volume.
This one's simple, but
SYRS.
when we say volume, just the speed of the tape, correct? Lucas?
Yeah, the volume. I mean the volume candle bars as well to see how's it going, and then the spread, and yeah, and how you feel the fills are going, and how fast are they going through. Like for instance, we buy like with 50K blocks. Sometimes it would take 10 seconds to sell.
Gotta be careful with lagging orders.
Yeah. Which stock did you call out, Martin?
SYRS.
Oh, nice. Looks good.
Well, I'm losing money here. Down 600 on it. Maybe I ease off a bit. It's alright though. It's alright. This one was called out. I'm honestly not looking at the scan right now. Somebody called this one out. Chat.
That tip was good. Whoa, 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 whoa. Micro. Fly. Yes.
God, I'm getting destroyed.
Oh. Looks like a top.
Yeah, maybe double top.
But that dip was good, man. It's soaked there and then blue.
$32. Oh, Phil. Phil. The lagging orders here. Gotta be careful.
Oh wow, that stock is moving nicely.
Yeah, this is the APLM of today.
Bro, I'm only holding my hand above my eyes because of the light in this room.
We're talking about SYRS, correct?
Yeah. Dip, dip, dippity dip, dippity dip. Not dipping. Working our way back to flat. Oh, I thought somebody started hitting the buy button. It's just
Mhm.
that would have been nuts. You know what? Instead of taking a break, what I'm supposed to do is like the live stream usually is off by now, and if I'm still trading, the lights are off. Set my eyes.
Someone's out here typing a memoir.
Sorry, that was me.
For you.
A good dip there.
Fly, fly, fly. Oh, lag. Tell me.
Are you guys having floating orders?
Yep.
Not flying.
I think it's gonna go. It looks good. Can we keep holding? It's the key. I get a good fill. It's a bit of a
If this opens up,
rejection.
it'd be so nice.
Yeah. How much size are you guys using?
I'm using 40.
You said 50,000?
No, 40, 40.
Bro, I'm having trouble with 19. Like the lag.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm also having some lag, but fills are fine.
Early.
Watching the bits here. One more push down and it's gonna be nice.
See, this is a problem. Yeah, Lucas, I don't know how you're doing 40k size. Well, we'll see. I'll keep trying.
Try it. Like sometimes it does take time. Other times you get out instantly.
Yeah, it's the time that it takes time that I'm worried about.
I lost money buying this dip. Like it didn't bounce. I'm holding a little bit, but
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
like sub 40 would be nice.
yeah. It's funny, right? Like we're talking about the fraction of the penny.
Crazy. Go. People don't let it drop. Nope.
I'll
Yes.
try it.
No.
Yeah, this is gonna be the first 1 minute count to make a new high. Let's go.
I think it's looking toppy here, but pennies do whatever.
Green, but nothing. Oh.
Yeah. Churn. Yes, drop. I'm gonna take it. Fuck it.
Yeah, it seems like there's a hidden buyer 34.
Yep. Bounce. Yes. Nice. Breakout.
You notice what they did, right? It was still the first 1 minute count to make a new high, but they saved it for the last 3 seconds to make the new high. Torture this.
Oh, it's not selling. Oh, fuck.
Ooh, not good.
Ooh, what a bounce. Ooh, what a panic flush I got. In at 33, out at 3.5. Wow.
Nice.
Yeah, I got caught on the false breakout, but immediately took the other trade.
Did you double tap or single tap?
No, I'm not double tapping. I don't have faith on the.
Too much lag.
Yeah. Yeah. Bounce. No.
It might come down. Not a great show. Well, red 800 flat to red 800 again, sadly. I don't know how I lost money in the beginning. It's not good. All that should have been green.
My fills are pretty bad coming out. Mostly unrealized. You know, I would be up, but then I would sell for, somehow I get filled flat.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it.
Hopefully it bounces here.
Taking one last tip and short.
Yeah, it's a good place to call it indeed. It's 11:30. Losing money on this stock was not good, man. Should be up at least 2K here. But all good in the neighborhood. For those people on YouTube, take care, stay safe, stay green. Check out those links down below. Catch you guys tomorrow. I'm gonna shut it down. Likewise for the chat room. I'm gonna take my leave. Catch you guys next time. YouTube, check out those links for the chat, Momo Pro, and the courses. All right. Other than that, tomorrow's another day. Coupon code Relentless for the scanner, and for the classes, coupon code Black Friday to get you guys 50% off. All right. I'm gonna shut it down. I should have been green here. I kind of started off way too like choppy with size and just trying to get into a rhythm. Got into a rhythm. We missed like a pretty big trade here. And then caught the flush. Not good. Well, we'll see. Maybe it curls back up later. We can always check back in, but yeah. The lighting, man. The lighting here, it's like messing with my eyes. So when I go like this, like that shadow here, it's like, I don't know what it is. It's strange, but yeah. Stay safe, stay green. I'll catch you guys later. So we're ending the live stream at 4.3, 600 off the top, which is fine. Tomorrow again. Later.